What it do, YouTube? It's your boy. Hey, yo, don't come back to y'all with another Texans Nation fan talk. Y'all already know what time it is. Today I'm coming at y'all with my predictions for the 2022 matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash the like. And if you want to see more Houston Texans content, go ahead and drop the sub, man. Let's go ahead and do this, y'all. Now, as y'all know, last week, both the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears did not cap off a win for their teams. Now, this is going to be a return revenge in a way type of game from Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith did get fired, I believe, back in 2013 after having a winning season. This is going to be a game for Lovie Smith going back to Soldier Field and just trying to get that win and show the Chicago Bears that, hey, y'all didn't make a good decision years back, but it really don't matter. We're in 2022. Let's go ahead and talk about that. Let's jump into the injuries. Let's see who is going to be out and who is questionable. Now, the questionables and guys who are out for the Houston Texans. Brevin Jordan is going to be out. Pharaoh Brown is questionable. And Malik Collins is questionable as well. I believe Malik Collins plays, but I kind of doubt Pharaoh Brown plays. Simple reason, we don't want to be down to one tight end in the season, especially if this injury is pretty significant for Pharaoh Brown. He did have a pretty nasty fall on his shoulder last week. Let's just preserve him, bring up Jordan Akins, and keep him for later on in the season. Some guys on the Chicago Bears who are going to be questionable, no one significant going to be out. You have Roquan Smith, and you also have Jalen Johnson. Both these guys are going to be questionable, but most likely they're going to play. You're not going to see Roquan Smith, their best defensive player, out this week. Now, some stats to know before we really jump into more of this. The Chicago Bears are the 32nd ranked run defense in the league. That is not good, but they are going to be playing the 29th ranked run defense in the league, which is the Houston Texans. So both these teams don't have good run defenses. So expect a lot of ground and pound. Expect the old school slobber knocker, running in your throat, all this and that type of game. I'm excited to see both running backs get to work. Dameon Pierce, David Montgomery, let's go, baby. Now, Justin Fields last week, he only had 11 pass attempts. So, you could say the Chicago Bears don't fully trust Justin Fields yet to make all the throws. You could say that their game plan was to run the ball. You could say a whole number of things. Who knows? But last week, Justin Fields didn't really have that many opportunities to make a play for himself, and he is the 33rd ranked quarterback when it comes to pass attempts. I don't understand how you could be 33rd ranked when there are 32 quarterbacks in the league. Now, let's go ahead and jump into players to watch in this game. My first player to watch is going to be Titus Howard. Last week, Titus Howard did not have the best showing. He did get worked on a couple plays, and when it all was said and done, the biggest play of the game, that boy Randy Gregory went right past his ass and got a big sack on Davis Mills. That ruined the momentum we were having, ruined the draft we were having, and the rest is history. But you can also say Pharaoh Brown needed a better block on Randy Gregory, and that didn't happen. So, you know, you can say anything. Next is going to be Dameon Pierce. You're going to have to watch this guy because, like I already stated, the Bears are the 32nd ranked run defense in the league. If that's the case, Pam Hamilton is going to have to put his play calling into hyper gear and give this guy Dameon Pierce the ball once, 5 times, 10 times, 15 times, 20 plus carries for Dameon Pierce, because last week Dameon Pierce was doing that damn thing. He was good at working. He was breaking off 10 plus yards. He was breaking tackles. Man, I believe there's a stat out there saying where Dameon Pierce had 55 yards after contact. I believe he had 65 total yards. So basically, every contact he was having, he was just going up, running up the field, whatever you want to say. Dameon Pierce is that guy. I want to see Dameon Pierce have that breakout game because this is the perfect team to have that breakout game for Dameon Pierce and get some momentum under his feet. Now, the next player to watch, I'm going John Grenard. Past 2 weeks, you can say John Grenard hasn't really flashed like we expected him to just yet. It does take a while for defensive players to start getting those sacks. Jerry Hughes, Rasheed Green, and John Grenard all have had their fair share of sacks in the past 2 weeks. So I'm ready to see the leader of the pack, John Grenard, the young, hungry 10 plus sack guy that we think he could be, have the type of sacks we think he can have. Now, 3 key matchups to watch. I'm going Justin Fields, Davis Mills. I know y'all gonna say why you comparing these two first round, third round, yeah. But there's still 2021 quarterbacks that came out in the same draft class. They're going to be linked, talked about for the rest of their careers. If Davis Mills has a tremendous career, he's going to be linked to Justin Fields. If Justin Fields has a lengthy, great career, he's going to be linked to Davis Mills. If both these guys have great careers, they're going to be linked to each other. That's just how it goes. And honestly, this is going to be a good matchup to show the world that, hey, you guys passed up on us, and now you see what we can be. My next matchup is going to be Robert Quinn versus Laremy Tunsil. Ooh wee. Last year, Robert Quinn had 18 sacks. Last year, Laremy Tunsil was injured. He was out with injury. Laremy Tunsil, top 5, top 10, left tackle in the league. Robert Quinn, like I said, had 18 sacks. This guy's a monster. Both guys are monsters. I'm excited to see this. This is going to be a fireworks type of matchup. Both guys are going to go at it. One guy's going to try to get after the quarterback. One guy's going to try to protect the quarterback. Let's see how this goes. Next is going to be Kyler Gordon, the rookie, versus Nico Collins. Now, this is going to be a very good matchup, a very good test for both guys. Kyler Gordon had 100+ yards put on his head last week. Nico Collins hasn't had that breakout game yet. Is this still left to be seen? Nico Collins break out and have that game? This is going to be a running type of game, so maybe if the run is going well, you open up the pass game. Brandon Cooks is going to get his, but we're waiting to see Nico Collins get his as well. Kyler Gordon isn't the best rookie quarterback so far yet. I can't really talk because, Derek Staley did let up some yards as well. So they are young quarterbacks. Quarterback is one of the hardest positions to adjust to coming from college to the NFL due to all the different rules, regulations, and stuff like that. I still think Kyler Gordon is going to be a fine quarterback in this league. But let's hope this week he isn't that fine quarterback. Now, my last and final piece of this video is going to be keys to victory. My first key to victory is force Justin Fields to win the game, make throws, and be that quarterback that, the Chicago Bears fans, management, all this think he could be. I think Justin Fields is a very good quarterback. That's just me. Can he, win games for them? That is left to be seen. That's still left to be seen, especially this week versus a pretty talented Texans defense who, for the past 2 weeks, has been getting after the quarterback. I believe it's 2 touchdowns for 2 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, something like that. Whatever the case, the Texas defense has been forcing turnovers, which a Lovie Smith defense is known for. So expect the turnover to come from Justin Fields, regardless or not. And last week he did have a turnover, no touchdowns, versus the Green Bay Packers. So force Justin Fields to get uncomfortable and have to win this game with his arm, because he can't do it with his legs. He's a very nice scrambling quarterback. My comp for him coming out was Cam Newton. I may have been crazy for saying that, but that's still my comp for Justin Fields. My second key to victory for the Houston Texans is going to be contain David Montgomery. You're not going to stop David Montgomery because you haven't stopped Jonathan Taylor. You didn't stop Melvin Gordon and that other guy in the Denver Broncos last week. So I don't really think y'all are going to stop David Montgomery, who is a physical force, who ran it up 100 yards last week on the Green Bay Packers. Just, contain him, at least keep him to 95 yards, 90-something yards. Let's not give up another 100-yard game. Damn. I can see it happening again, though. I think David Montgomery runs wild. Like I said, this is going to be a ground pound, slobber knocker, old-fashioned running type of game. I think both running backs get it done. But this specific piece of the video, I want to see David Montgomery get contained and not run wild on our defense. And the last and final point of this video, last and final key to victory, run the ball. Get Dameon Pierce the ball. Let him be what we drafted him to be. Let's see what Dameon Pierce can be. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even gotta say nothing else. Last week we didn't run him in the fourth quarter. He was running 10 plus yards last game. You know, he was popping them, and we stopped giving it to him. I don't know what to say to that. That's Pep Hamilton. Pep Hamilton's not doing his damn job, because give me a headset. Best believe I'm winning Dameon Pierce. That's gonna conclude the video. Let me know what y'all think. It's your boy, I don't know what's signing off. Peace. Go Texans.